Good morning. Happy Easter. You ready to stand up and sing? Let's do it.
All right, you guys know this one. Let's all clap our hands and let's lift our voices. Here we go. I release and I let it go. I let the Spirit of my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let it go. I let the Spirit from my life. That's right. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. Am I free in the Spirit? Yes, I'm only here for God. Let's hear it. I release and I let it go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One more time. I release and I let it go. Let the Spirit from my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Big finish, everyone. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. It's right. Am I free in the Spirit? Yes, I'm only here for God.
Elise Carver leading us there. And thank you to all of you with your beautiful voices, your beautiful energy here this morning. I think we're going to have one heck of a celebration this morning, yes? We are celebrating our divinity. We are celebrating our own rising again, our own resurrection, our own coming back into the power and the awareness of the truth of who we are this morning, yes? Yes. Let's do that. I'm Reverend Gregory Toole. It's so good to be here with all of you. For those of you who are online watching, so many of you watch online and make comments. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much for being present with us. Also, for those of you in the room, thank you for being here. You're awesome. You look so wonderful this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Some people have some Easter bonnets on and special garb. Thank you so much for being here. We got our choir here today. Oh, yeah. They're going to sing, the first song they're going to sing is one of my favorite songs. It's really just moving to me. So who knows what happens once the choir sings one of those really moving songs. Well, you know, it's going to be transport me to another place. So no pressure, but you know, that's what. So good to see everyone. We've got our beloved staff minister, Reverend Catherine McKinney, who's going to give us our announcements this morning.
So officially, good morning, everyone. There's quite a lot, so I'm going to launch right in. If you would still like to purchase Easter lilies, we still have a few left. See them at the front desk, and they will make all those arrangements. If you have bought Easter lilies, you can take one after service, so feel free to do that. This coming Wednesday, April the 23rd, is our next vegan potluck at 6 p.m. And remember, even if you're not a vegan, you ought to come and be surprised at how much you love this vegan food. It's absolutely wonderful. There are a whole lot of people here. It's a great time. On May the 4th, we are welcoming Tim Ringgold for a workshop called Soul Care in Troubling Times. It's a musical grief workshop using music to relieve grief and the stress that comes with it. He's bringing instruments for us to use. So please add your name to the list if you're thinking about coming so that he can prepare and have a better idea of what to bring. Next Sunday, April the 27th, the drumming circle is back. And so welcome for that. I'm so eager for that to start again. Now we have another Arts and Crafts Expo happening. It's May the 3rd. That's 2 weeks, I guess. It's in the parking lot, and it's kind of down on that end of the parking lot. I went the last time. It really is a very interesting group, so toddle down there after service and enjoy what they have to offer. The next Men's Spirit group is meeting Monday, May the 5th, so that's a week from tomorrow. It's at 7 p.m. Mark Ruth is having a workshop on Saturday, May the 10th at 10 a.m. It's called Stop, Look, and Listen. It is a listening skills workshop. So this is Mark Ruth, president of our board. Reverend Gregory Toole is offering a Fear to Faith workshop. Even if you've ever done one of these before, they're different every time. And it's on Sunday, May the 18th. From 12:30 to 2:30. This is a healing workshop, and it's intended to reground our faith in times of change. If you're interested in hosting a divine dining event, please talk with Mark Ruth, who's not here today, but you can make a note and he can call you if you're really interested in doing that. Check out that table out in the foyer. For a full list of activities, please look at the weekly newsletter and the Spirit Speaks, as well as that activity table. There are many things out there. It takes a few minutes to see all that we do have, and it has much more detail than we give standing up here. Also visit our bookstore if you haven't recently. They have a great selection of books and gifts, and that you can choose to carry you on your spiritual journey. This coming Wednesday, our speaker is Reverend Dr. Moira Fox, and so she is doing the inspiration talk this coming Wednesday. If you would like prayer in your life today, please come up to the grand piano. There is a space up there. There's a prayer circle. Practitioners are around. We're here to serve you as practitioners if you're interested in prayer. And one of the practitioners will lead the prayer in the circle. You can also place a prayer request for the healing ministry out in the prayer box. Don't hesitate to do that if there's a need in your life. There's something going on in the great community, which is wonderful. We're inviting you to bring canned goods to the center and put that on that community table. And it is for our food drive that we sort of have ongoing for those who are in need. If you are here for the first time, we would love for you to raise your hand so the ushers can give you this wonderful bag. There's somebody right here in the middle. And if for some reason you're here for the first time but a little shy about raising your hand, we will gladly give you one of those bags at the counter. But we're glad you're here. And there's another one way over there. They sit in the middle, so they have to walk to get to them. So it is wonderful. We appreciate the gift of your presence here on this particular Sunday. We're very glad that all of you are here. And so finally, we move to one of the most important aspects of this service today, and that is gratitude for the many, many dozens of people who volunteer to make this center happen. It is really important, and no more important than right now. So thank you very much for all of your work.
Hello. I want to make a special presentation this morning to May Ruth McCants. Come on up here, May Ruth. May Ruth Ruth just completed 3 years on our board of trustees. She was the vice president, so that's a really key role because, yeah. When the president's not available, the vice president is the one that leads things. So she has led several of our meetings and been highly involved with the center and serving us in beautiful ways. And so we're so grateful for your service here. We've got this plaque. It says, "In gratitude, may Ruth McCants." Oh, I got to be able to. It says something. I see. I think it's hieroglyphics, but. Thank you for your service on the Board of Trustees, and this was for April 13th, 2025, from last week, Center for Spiritual Living, Redondo Beach. Thank you so much. Let's give her some beautiful love. Yes. This is for you. Absolutely. And I'll bring your box down with you. All right.
Let us all turn within for a moment. Take a deep breath. And as you sit still for a moment, just remember your consistent, always present connection with the divine. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. You're here to remind me of my magnificence, to help me awake to all the wonder that I am. You long to show me all the joy I'm worthy of. You're here to remind me how much I'm truly loved. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help me awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved.
That still small voice whispers to us how loved you are. You are the beloved of the Most High. You are magnificent. You were born for great things. And so we remind ourselves this morning of who we really are. Divine expressions of that one whole, perfect, complete life that is God, that is good, whole, perfect, complete. And so it's in this awareness of our oneness with and as the presence of the divine that I speak my word this morning. I declare and know that this service is so blessed as we celebrate the resurrection of the Christ inside of our own being, the resurrection of the truth of who we are as divine expressions of the one. And in doing so, I know that there's a degree of transformation happening here today, a degree of expansion, a degree of coming into greater awareness of the truth of our own being and letting go of all that doesn't serve us, letting go of everything that's a story that is not the truth of our being. The only truth of our being is that we are divine, we are love, we are perfect, we are whole, we are complete. Everything else was made up, and so today we let go of all the rest. I am so grateful for this awareness, this truth, so grateful for the goodness that is unfolding right here and right now for each one of us as each one of us. In gratitude, I release this word, all is well, and so it is.
Good morning. I am reading today a letter from God written by Paul Harvey. My dear children, I consider myself a pretty patient guy, so today I wanted to let you know some of the things that are starting to tick me off. Your religious rivalries are driving me up the wall. These are your religions, not mine. I'm beyond them all. Each religion thinks I'm their favorite one. Oh, my me. Complete nonsense. I'm your father and mother, and I don't play favorites among my children. All of your books, including those Bibles, were written by men and women, and they were inspired, they are wonderful, but they also made some mistakes. I made sure of that, so that you would know not to trust any one book more than your open, living heart. Holy books and rituals and religions are absolutely wonderful, but they're only meant to steer you in the right direction, not to keep her from trusting your own connection to me. My next point is more about your nonsense. I don't need you to stick up for me or to win souls for my sake. Please don't do me any favors. I just want you to be good to each other. I don't get all worked up over money or politics, so stop dragging my name into all of your dramas or religion as some sort of loyalty pledge to me. The purpose of religion should be so that you are more aware of me, not the other way around. Believe me, I know you already. I know what's in each of your hearts, and I love you with no strings attached. Religions have many threads in common. Love and respect everyone. Be kind, even when life is confusing or conflicting. Take courage, for I am always with you. Leave the world a better place because of your life of peace and dignity. This is simple stuff. Do you think that I care whether you call me God, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, Wakantonka, Brahma, Father, Mother? If only you would go about the business of loving one another as I love you. How can you keep neglecting something so simple? So get with the program. If you really want to do something, then commit yourselves to figuring out how to feed your hungry, clothe the naked, protect your abused, and shelter your poor, and make every day your own shining example of what it means to live a good and happy life. I've given you all the resources you need. I'm really not ticked off. I just wanted to grab your attention. I did give you free will, so you make your own choices. I just want you to be happy. I am one with you always. Trust in me. Your one and only God.
All right, I'd like to welcome up the RBCSL choir. This, as Reverend Gregory mentioned, is a favorite song. The Spirit of God is Upon Me by Ricky Byers and Michael Beckwith. And we have some featured soloists, David Bryan and Carla Dominguez. All right, team, are we ready? Yes, we are ready.
I used to think that I had to, I used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I love because I want to, I love because I am free. Blinded by the Spirit, oh Lord. The Spirit of God is upon me, yes it is.
Upon me, yes it is.
Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me. Spirit of God is upon me.
I thought it was my duty. Oh, I thought it was my job. Whatever I believed, loving God would be hard. But loving God is wonderful. Loving God is ecstasy. I thank God for my freedom. Oh, let me tell you that the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Every day is upon me, Lord. Every day is upon me, Lord. All around the world is upon me, Lord. Every day. Join us, everyone. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, that's right. The Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa, the Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa, the Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa. Thank you so much.
I think I'm going to have to get taller here so I can. Let's hear it again for the Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living Choir. Woo. You do it every time, Elise Carver. You do it every time. I give her a song that she's never done before, and I go, I really love this song. Make it so. Make it like I love it. And you like take it to another level. All the soloists, thank you to all the soloists. Carla, David, Elise. Oh, wow, you did that song such justice. I've heard that song many times, and it just moves me every time. I rose from my seat, not just to support the choir or to have fun, but because I could not contain myself in my seat anymore. Yes, 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 yes. Because that song, the Spirit of God is upon me. Just, oh my goodness, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh my goodness, this is what we're about here. This is what we're about here. We're not just about, this is a very intellectual teaching. Don't get me wrong. It's a science of mind and spirit, and we can get deep down into it, and have deep conversations. But ultimately, what this is really about is transforming ourselves. This is really about getting in touch with the presence of God right where we are, right as we are. Amen? Yes, this is what this is about. This is about experiencing the divine. This is, and we may not have an experience right away when we're new on the path, when we're new on the journey, but this is what we're going for. At first, we may just have that intellectual understanding of the teaching. We may resonate with it and say, yes, this rings true. But what we're really going for that feeling, the feeling of the presence within us, the knowing that there is something that goes before me and makes the crooked places straight. There's something that goes before us. Today, happy Easter. Yes. My first Easter with all of you, and this Easter holiday, this Easter meaning, the scriptures about Easter and the story about Easter of the master teacher Jesus, and it's kind of like his final teaching. It's kind of like the culmination of all of his teaching, right? That's a powerful spiritual teacher that's going to be like, I'm not even going to fight when you are calling to crucify me. I'm not even going to fight it. I'm not going to resist it. I'll tell you what, in 3 days, I'll be right back. And that was really the culmination of his ministry. That was the fulfillment of the ministry, because what did he teach us? He taught us, love your enemies, bless those that curse you. Be good to those that despitefully use you, right? This was his whole ministry. And, anyone else had those experiences where someone despitefully used you? Or am I the only one? Anyone else had those experiences where someone cursed you? Anyone else had an experience where someone betrayed you? Well, the beautiful thing is when we're on the spiritual journey and all those teachings that came from Jesus and his fulfillment of them on that day when he was on the cross and then got resurrected after 3 days and came back and appeared before 500 people, that's a fulfillment of these truths. And what I can say is there's like 2 times in my 30 years that I've been on this journey in Centers for Spiritual Living, there are 2 times when a couple individuals very specifically, very directly tried to derail my good. Put it very nicely, right? Like very directly and very intentionally. And it's so, as I was reading this story again, and I found this book by Joel Goldsmith that was just a gift. It was this book, because I was like, oh, what does Joel Goldsmith say about Easter? And I find a book, the Easter Letters by Joel Goldsmith, the Easter Letters. I'm like, oh, perfect. And so I was reading this book and inspired by this book. And I was really looking at how I approached it when these 2 things happened, and it was exactly that. And these teachings that he's giving us are not just feel-good theory and all that. They are really a blueprint for if we're going to be on a spiritual journey, if we're going to really stay in our power, if we're going to really stay in our light, if we're really going to stay in the awareness that we are love and all power is right within us, and therefore no one and nothing can inhibit our good. No one can get in the way of your good. Say that with me, if you will. No one can get in the way of my good. No one can get in the way of my good. No one. It's such a powerful teaching because it kind of runs counter to our human reaction, right? You know, our human reaction a lot of times is like, oh man, I'm going to, I come from Philadelphia, so my knee-jerk human reaction is like, oh boy, it's on. It's on, because my MO used to be long ago, before I got on the spiritual journey, my MO used to be, hey, I'm from Philly and I will go Philly on you. Whatever someone might say to me, I will say something so cutting and that was my MO. But as I got on the spiritual journey, I thought, well, that's not very spiritual. But it's more than that. It's just that it's not spiritual. It's not in principle. It's not aligned. It's not the most powerful way to be. It appears like it is, right? It appears like, oh, I'm going to tell this person off. But really, we're not in our power when we do that. We're really feeling like we don't have power. We're really buying into that someone has power over us. When we're really in our power, we can be still. As the scripture says in Isaiah, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. I actually have a plaque on my wall at home with that scripture that was given to me at my ordination ceremony. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. This was the teaching of Jesus, that if someone takes your coat, give them your cloak also. And that sounds like, what? But it's a non-resistance teaching. It's a teaching that you have so much that no one could take anything from you. And take your coat. Here, take this too. I got plenty. Because we're not buying into a sense of lack, that I can actually lose something. So Jesus took it to the ultimate that said, basically, you can't even take my life. You can crucify, you can do whatever you do to my body, and you still can't do anything to me because of the identification of who is this real me? Who is the real you? Are you that body that you're in? Are you that mind? Are you that personality, or are you something greater than that? The you, the true you, as Joel Goldsmith says, the one that's looking out from behind those eyes, cannot be touched by anything in the world. Now that still sounds kind of theoretical because it's like, okay, yeah, well, that beautiful me inside there looking out can't be touched, but this little me outside here living in the world. But the beautiful thing of this mystical, metaphysical teaching is that it's the most powerful way also to be in the world. Because there is that something, there is that power and that presence within us that gets activated when we get still and we recognize that the power is all within us, that there is no power outside of us. There is no power outside of us. There is only the one power within us. I want to read you a story because these principles are so powerful. This was posted by one of our ministers, Dr. John Waterhouse, who was the president of our greater organization for some years. And this is such a powerful demonstration of truth. This is such a powerful demonstration of faith and trust. And this is such a powerful demonstration that we are the ones that decide whether something is gone or lost or whether... let me just share it with you. He says, last September, I traveled to England on the first leg of a European tour. After several wonderful days with friends, I was supposed to take a Eurostar train to Paris. That never happened because my luggage was stolen. So I came home instead and stopped my daily Facebook posts. 2 months later, my suitcase was found in a rail station restroom. I got it back with all my clothes. But there was no sign of my computer bag. Then 2 practitioners asked to pray, we call it spiritual mind treatment, for the return of my bag. I was not hopeful, but agreed. Then a ministerial colleague wanted to do the same. However, he wanted to pray knowing that the nearly $4,000 in cash that I had put in the case, I know, not smart, that came back too. Now I was even more skeptical. In late February, I received an email from the Railway Lost Property Office in London saying they had recovered my computer case and that my computer was in it. Amazing. Then the big surprise, when it arrived home in March, I opened the front zipper, and to my utter amazement, there was the cash, $2,600 bills, and 880 euros. Is that not an amazing story? Because how many of us would have said, hey, don't bother praying. There's no way that's ever coming back. We would have lost faith, right? This is the power of prayer. This is the power of our word. I remember myself having a situation in Oakland, California, where I had my, when I used to carry a paper organizer, and it was one of those thick ones, and I had everything in there, including a $10,000 check and all kinds of things in there. And I left it on a newsstand, and 5 minutes later, I came back and it was gone. Asked all the businesses in the area, has anyone turned this in? And they all looked at me like, this is downtown Oakland, no one's turning your thing in. And so after I checked with all the businesses and no one had it, I walked back to my office. And the whole way back to my office, I'm praying, right? And sometimes in our prayers, we say this or something better, right? Because we're open to something better. This was not one of those prayers. There was too much of my life in that to say this or something better. It was this. There's nothing lost in God. This organizer is mine, and it cannot leave me. It is mine, and it shall return to me. I'm praying the whole way back to my office. Got back to my office, picked up a voicemail, and it was the administrator at the church office where I was attending. And the first line of the voicemail said, "You must have been praying." And as soon as I heard that, I knew what had happened. And someone had turned in my organizer to the church office because I had the address of the church office as one of the first addresses in my organizer, and someone turned it in with everything intact. We get to know that this power in us, we don't have to be afraid of anything. We get to let go of all of that fear. We get to let go of all of the idea that someone or something could do something to us. Yes? That anyone in this world could do anything to us, could take anything from us, could do anything to us. Now, here's the thing, and this is the whole teaching of Jesus here, because he's giving us a teaching. He's giving us a way to be in life, and in order to really capture the fruits of the teaching, we also have to practice the teaching. We also have to align with the teaching. We also have to live our life in such a way and step into that consciousness that would allow us to have that kind of experience in our life. Because for all the stories that I'm telling you right now, right, I tell you the story about my organizer, there's probably 100 other people that go, yeah, I left my organizer downtown Oakland and never saw it again. Right? So there's a way that we start to live. There's a consciousness that we start to step into. There's a communion that we start to have with God. See, sometimes we think, God, why have you deserted me? But God never left us. But how much time did we spend communing with the divine? How much time did we spend being present, praying, meditating, getting close, listening in? Every step of the way we're being guided, but if we're not listening in, what good will it do? Right? So this is the thing. When it talks about bless those that curse you and pray for those that despitefully use you, that's a practice. That's a practice. There was something in Joel Goldsmith's book, in this book, the letters around Easter, the Easter letters, where he says, what would it be like if the churches opened their doors to praying for your enemies? And I thought about that. I thought that would be so beautiful, right? Because all the prayer requests we get in every day, right? And we get a lot of prayer requests coming in, right? People say, pray for my mom, pray for my sister, pray for me, pray for this one, pray for that one. That's beautiful, right? We love to pray here. But I can't remember the last time I got one that said, this person's really doing me wrong. Can you pray for them? Can you pray for them to have the greatest life ever? Can you pray for them to be lifted up into the most beautiful love and intelligence and wisdom and perfect right? I want to get some more of those prayer requests. Because this starts to align us with the teaching here. See, if everyone is God, then why would we only pray for those that we like or those that seem to be behaving in a way that we agree with or think is okay? If it's all God and that's the teaching, then wouldn't it be natural to pray? Wouldn't we realize, like, oh, this person must have lost their way. They need prayer even more than the people I'm asking for prayer for. But this will be a way to live our lives where we're so aligned with the oneness that is God. We're so aligned that every morning we get up. Everyone doing your spiritual practice in the morning? Yes? All right. Every morning when we get up, we do that spiritual practice. We take a moment to get still and listen in and commune with the divine presence. We take a moment to know that God is all there is. There is nothing else. And then we take moments all throughout the day when those doubts come in and those fears come in and those times where we're in separation, we're starting to point the finger out there, those politicians, those people, those this, those that employer, that employee, that. We pause, we stop that. We stop that and we come back into alignment with the truth that God is all there is. There's only one life. There's only one power, and it's within me and it's within everyone else. And we start to align with that. We start to live our life that way. And then what happens to our life when we start to align that way? What happens to our life when we start to align that way? It gets better. It starts to outpicture. It starts to reflect that we're living our life differently. Sometimes we want our life to be different, but we don't necessarily want to live differently. Ernest Holmes, our founder, said that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme science of mind. This is not a get something for nothing. That everything is paid for in spiritual and mental coin. Everything is paid for in spiritual and mental coin. That means the more you're practicing, the more you're living the teaching, the more your life is going to outpicture and reflect that. That's a beautiful teaching because it empowers us. It empowers us to know that as I align, as I commune, as I live my life every moment, knowing that the presence of the divine is right where I am, knowing that the presence of the divine is right in this person before me here, living my life every moment that way, where our number one thing is to know the presence of God within us first, and then to see the presence of God in every other person. When we live our life that way, our life starts to reflect that. And it starts to outpicture in all the different ways in our life. It starts to outpicture in our prosperity and in our finances. It starts to outpicture in our relationships. There are experiences I had at one point in my life on a regular basis that I don't have anymore. Because that's not the world I live in anymore. There was a time where, if I were meeting people, they may or may not treat me well, right? I would just be running into people, whether it be dating, whether it be friends, until I aligned with a higher truth of who I am and a higher truth of who everyone else is. And then wherever those people went, they don't come into my sphere anymore. And then you know for yourself that as you have aligned with something higher, certain things aren't welcome in your experience anymore. Other people are experiencing it. Other people are even telling you about it. Other people are even trying to get you on board with their complaints, right? Like, hey, don't you think life is terrible? Don't you think this? Don't you think people are that? And you say, no. That's not how my life unfolds at all. I think I shared one time, someone told me that you can't count on volunteers. It was another minister. And that's just where they were in their consciousness at that time. And maybe they're not there now because I quickly told them that was not my experience at all. That I've been part of lots of spiritual communities. And volunteers are absolutely reliable. It was like a shock to them. But see, if we buy into certain ideas, then we start to create a life that way. Our life starts to outpicture based on our ideas. We think it's just the way life is. So in closing, I just want to say, let us not give our power over to anything out there. Let us not think anything out there has power over us. Let us not think that anything out there can do anything to us. because all power is already right within us. All wisdom is within us. All love is within us. And the more we commune with that, the more we know that, the more we live that, the more our whole life starts to be transformed. And we start to be transformed, and we start to change. We start to change for the better. You all are awesome. God bless you. Thank you so much. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're going to hear from, thank you all so much. You're all beautiful. We're going to hear from our wonderful choir again.
This next song is going to feature soloists Lisa Rodriguez and Kenneth Darr.
I can feel it, spirit in this place. I can see it shining on each face. Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive.
Here for each other, the way it's meant to be. Sisters and brothers, one great family.
Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive everywhere in the world today. Rise up this morning. Rise up and say, love is alive in my heart, in my life, everywhere in the world, everything in this place. Love is alive.
Awesome. Let's give the choir a hand again. I love our soloist. Good job. Renee, is it? Lisa. It's only my sister's name. I should. Lisa and Kenneth on the soloist. Ah, so beautiful as you all are. This is, it's our time of conscious giving, and I'm so grateful for so many of you, all of you who believe in what it is that we're doing here and show your support in serving, show your support in giving financially, and all the other ways that you show up for this community, because we are really making a difference not only here in Redondo Beach, but in the world, because I know people way far from here, other states, other countries, who tune into the service here and love it and get a lot out of it. So we are making such a difference, and it's only just the beginning of this new, this new time that we're in here. We got to build. We got to build on what Dr. Moira did here, and we got to build on what Dr. Frank did here. We can't just rest on our laurels and say. We can't just rest and say, well, Dr. Moira did a great job, so let's just ride that. No, we got to build on that and honor the legacy of what you have done, Dr. Moira, and what Dr. Frank and Dr. Anita did, and really do this. And we are. We're just really stepping into doing something that's really going to, I think, make a bigger difference than most of us can even realize, like what is going to happen in this center and how many lives are transformed. And we're all a part of that. It's not just the people up on stage. Everyone here is a part of that we're doing here. So thank you. And our time of conscious giving, we've got many ways to give. You can text to 424-379-3733. You can go to redondocsl.org/donate and give that way. You can use the QR code. You can use cash and checks. All these different ways to give. Thank you. And those of you online as well, we appreciate your gifts too. Let's do our affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is, God is all there is.
Thank you, Elise Carver and Jean-Louis on guitar there. Remember that prayer, God is the only power in my life, that I was doing for a little while when I first got here? Want to do that again right today? Let's do that today. Let's rise and do that. We'll do it as a call and response. And this one is one you want to really, we're talking about embodying, we're talking about living, we're talking about being. We want to really embody this. So I want you to really just get into this, right? Because this is powerful stuff here, right? All right, starting with, God is the only power in my life.
God is the only power in my life.
Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me.
Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me.
No past experience has power over me. I am a perfect child of God.
I am a perfect child of God.
Nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. The power of God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. All right, now we're gonna need some space now. All right, don't hit anyone. Don't hit anyone here. But all right, so turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all that I need is within me now. As I forgive the past, and I do forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for. Nothing to run away from. Are we going to need space again here? Casting off the old me, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. Now and forevermore. And so it is. I need one more thing. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I invite you to, if you're comfortable, take the hand of your neighbor as we sing the peace song. I'm going to invite the ministers, practitioners to come up here on the stage with me. We've got Patty with her nice Easter bonnet on here. All right, give Patty some love. Look at this Easter bonnet she's got on here.
You look at.